Alright guys, it's dark out, it's Friday night, kind of stormy out tonight. I'm going to do this video, I don't know if it's a series or I'm just going to start it tonight and we'll see where it goes. I'm not going to complete it tonight, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing here. I'm going to pull the compressor off. This takes way too long to fill these tires up. Probably like almost 10 minutes probably a tire, and when it's pouring down rain and you're trying to air back up, it takes too long. So this is coming off. I pulled the wires off the S-Pod. I'm not going to wire it that way. I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I bought a muffler skid plate for the back, but I don't have a muffler there. So I'm going to convert it and run an air tank, and then I'm going to run two compressors. I'm going to pull that one off and change it to this style, and so I'll have two 450C compressors, which are 100% duty cycle regulator. It's 1.8 CFM at 0 psi. And this is supposed to be, just this alone right here is supposed to be for the 37-inch tires. I'm running 35s. I might go 37s. But I'm going to run dual compressors. Here's where the pipe would come in, the muffler, and of course the tailpipe would exit. But anyway, I'm going to convert the skid plate over to my air system, because I really don't want this in the Jeep, and there's nowhere really to put it elsewhere without having stuff all over underneath, and I don't want to do that. Hopefully it won't look too bad. You'll see the rough country on there. So anyway, and then of course I have two batteries to put in the Suburban, which I'm going to do that tonight, and like I said, get that compressor off. I'll get the Jeep turned around probably tomorrow or Sunday. Tomorrow is Pinewood Derby for Cub Scouts. My youngest is doing Cub Scouts. Maybe I'll video some of that. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to get it turned around, get the skid pad mounted, see if it actually has the distance, if it's zero clearance, or if I can shorten the skid plate up a little bit, or see where it goes from there. I'll have two compressors going in, two exits. I'm going to have an air outlet on each corner in the rear. I'm not sure where. Maybe back up in here. I don't know. I'm going to try to keep it out of the mud and snow. I might just run one out the back, maybe one out the front. I don't know yet. Maybe even put it down here somewhere. Anyway, I haven't decided yet. That's on the list of things to figure out. So anyway, that's where I'm going to be right tonight. I'm going to do this, and then I'll bring you guys back. It might be tomorrow, might be Sunday, and we'll get the skid plate mounted, and then pull it back off, and then figure out the routing of the air tank. So there is a mount or a bung under there, and I want to keep it right over the hole, so if I need to drain it, I can reach up there and drain it. And then I might mount the compressors right here. I don't know. I haven't decided. So anyway, I'll bring you guys back when I figure some more stuff out. Alright, we'll see ya. Alright, let me show you guys where I'm at on the air tank. Picked up some hose, a bunch of fittings, ran around Orchard and Lowe's. So that's where it's going to sit. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. It's not too bad. So, because I modified the exhaust, I'm going to have to trim it. And then I have the sway bar in here. So I have to try to figure how that's going to factor in with the compressors sitting there. Not sure. And then it's got to go a little bit higher. Oh, there, we can see there. So I'm going to plasma this probably tomorrow. Probably. I may just cut this open here. I'm not really sure. I could just cut it and then here, but then might weaken it. It's close though. I mean, look at the bolt hole. I'm close, so I don't need much. So let's just say something. Maybe cut that off. Cut that off. But then here's the other dilemma. I got my pressure switch right here. I might have to move it to over here. But, of course, all of it's after I sealed it all up. Didn't think the exhaust would be that close, but we'll see. I'm going to cut that off, see where it is, get it trial fitted. But look, this is the cool part. When I built the exhaust, I put it close to the same location where it was, and check it out. I mean, it's like, focus please. It clears the cubby where the factory one goes in the skid plate. So that was pretty cool. So I want to see where a good spot to put the compressors, and then I'll bring you guys back after I get this plasma cutted and refitted. So it hits right there. I might have to trim that. It looks like it's got to come back a little bit. If I trim this, it won't be much. Then you can probably, oh there, that might be an issue. I don't want to melt that. That's my pressure switch. Alright, that's where we're going to stop for now. Alright guys, it's Sunday. Still working on this compressor setup, but I don't know if you noticed, there's no truck. Yeah, he called me today and said bring it down. So I went down to the upholstery shop today, dropped it off. I thought I was going to do it tomorrow, but he called me, he was down there, and it was nice out. So I hopped in it and took off down there and dropped it off. So anyway, back on the Jeep stuff. I'll take video probably when I get it. This is, I'm not really sure this is how it's going to be set up, but this is how it's looking it's going to be. And then we'll have I'll plug one end, and I'm going to put an air hose. Where is it? I'm going to put that air hose. I'm going to screw it in there, and then I'm thinking about putting the air fitting somehow right here, just for now, one on each side, and that way it's out of the dirt. I mean, you know, out of the way from in here being in the dirt, in the tires and sand and mud and whatever. So I thought about just sticking it right here. I'm not going to put a hole that I don't want to do. But anyway, yeah, this is looking like how the system's going to be. I plasma torched for shock, for exhaust. The exhaust still hit, so I moved it. I didn't want any bumping or anything. And of course the tailpipe. I'll clean this stuff up, get it repainted. I'll just rattle can it for now and then be done with it. Oh, I cut out notches. I don't know if you can see them for the brackets. Probably better to look down here. I plasmaed those out so I can get the tank as far, I guess that would be forward. Sway bar is going to be somewhere in this area. Tight fit, but hopefully it works and I can get it all done. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this setup yet. I may run this hose over here, run this over here. I don't know. We'll see. I'll get it figured out. Bring it back. Oh, the phone's going to ring. Oh no, it's just changing songs. So, yeah, that's where I want to be. I'm going to go ahead and fit this back up there and see if everything fits the way it is. If it is, I'm going to start drilling holes. And if I take and move this to over here... No, I think I like it here better. I don't want the air inlet being on the same valve, I guess you'd say, or manifold as a pressure gauge or blow-off switch or anything like that. So that's why I'm having them brought in for here. This I'm not really sure that's going to work. The other option is no. Yeah, problem there. Okay, well, worst comes to worst, I plasma that out. Not a big deal. Kind of figured that's... And then I'm going to make sure this clears everything. I'll see. I'll get it up under the Jeep and I'll go from there. Anyway, that's where I'm at. So I'll bring you guys back. Okay. So I'm back. So part of this deal too, if I have an issue, I can pull it out as one unit. So that doesn't, it's not that low. So I'll show you where it's at. You saw it on the bench. Tailpipe clears. Shock clears. I clarenced. I wanted to make sure when this thing flexes out, I don't have any, movement. So anyway, there. Everything seems to be all right. So I think I might just run it like that. Let's go check the other side. Lots of room. Compressors are clear. Actually, probably decent airflow right there too. It's not all compact. Looks pretty cool. Check the side. Pop-off valve. And then if I went ahead and put that in here, looks like clearance is good. Actually, I could stick it right there too. I could put it right like that. And then plug the other hole in there. And then run the air hose out on this one. The only thing I don't want is air. I guess it doesn't really matter. I might put it there. And then this one, possibly run a plug and then pull the air hose out here and then mount it on top of the bumper somewhere. I'll clearance this out with the plasma quick. Check it out. But anyway, I like the way that is. I think I might mark it, drill the holes, and get everything pretty much permanently mounted. It's not bad right there, though. It's just I don't know if I want the air inlet. Trying to push air into it on the same, basically the same pores I'm trying to pull air out of when I air the tire up. So I don't know if that's going to create conflict or what. I just assume have the air coming in on separate inlets and separate outlets for pressure and the hose and stuff. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to take the bolts out, and I guess looks like permanently mount everything. Well, I also wanted to check the clearance on the plug up top. I thought about utilizing that one, but I don't think I am. I'm going to keep everything where it is. Cool. That was a dilemma, I was trying to get everything fit. I got good clearance right there, I think. Oh well. Anyway, alright, well, I think that's it for right now. And when I get everything mounted and pretty much close to permanently put in, then I have to wire it. So that's what I'm going to do for right now. And I'll catch you guys in a bit. Alright, bye. Okay, it's Tuesday. I have to get this in today. I pulled the tail light out so I can run my wiring up through that. There it is. Ooh, it's a dirty lens. Up through the grommet here. There it is. And then I'll run the power. As you can see, the grommet's going to be right there. So I'm going to run the pressure gauge up to here. For some reason, my gauge was not zeroing. It's not even plugged in. Whatever. Let's see how it works when I get it all wired. So anyway, I'm pulling the, I guess you can call, starting switch wire off of my 7-way plug here. So I'm pulling the wire power off, the start power off of this. It's always hot. And then I ran a wire to the battery because it's, I guess it's 10 gauge. Anyway, it's in. I just have to raise it up, bolt it on, double check, make sure that this clears because I moved it. Just run the hose up to here, I guess. I just cut a lot of it off. I have to run the intake hose up and not have it get hot. So we'll figure that out. And then also that black hose right there is the pressure gauge hose. So I should cut a chunk off of it and start fishing that up now. Anyway, so that's where I'm at, and this is where it's going. Up in that cubby hole. So that's what it looks like so far, getting ready to put it in. I'll bring you guys back once again when I have more to show. Probably when it's installed completely, and then we'll fire it up. Cool, hang tight. Okay, so it makes it difficult when the camera's not recording. So I moved the air hose from the top to the bottom, and then I ran some of that hose on top of the pressure line. It's dark. Oh, it just zoomed in. So protect it from the heat of the exhaust. Should be okay. What's up, Preston? Okay, you can watch TV or something. I'm going to put the air hose here, along with the other side. It's going to be on a bracket, shoved in further. I'm not going to use this bumper, so I'm not worried about it. But let's come over here. I have it wired. It's this wire right here, goes across the top. So if I just pop that one-handed open, put the fuse in, maybe. Huh. Yeah, that's really difficult doing this one-handed. I'm gonna set you down. Maybe. Hang tight. Hopefully you guys are not just pointing at anything. Oh, that's wise. Nothing's in straight. Get in there. Hopefully the 30 amp is strong enough to run the two compressors. Well, we shall see. Next thing, I got to run the air line probably up in here with the filters, but there's the gauge. You can see it's not. Let's try it. It's working. see how long it takes. Cool. I'm definitely liking where it's at. Oh, I hear a leak. Definitely got a leak there. Might need to just tighten the clamp up. This side's good. That's weird. Oh, of course, the clamp's upside down. Probably just a hose clamp. Let's just see where it goes. It may not fill because of the leak. So I'm going to turn it off and we'll try it again. So hang tight. Alright, it's going now. I switched hose clamps. I found a nice small one. So let's see what happens. I'm not sure where it shuts off at. I thought it said 150, but nope. About just over 100. Just over 100 pounds. I thought it said 150, but I figured that was kind of a lot. So let's get something here. If I just stop with the hold on. It's supposed to be the same fitting. All right.